Welcome to another episode of the Aclc Lore Podcast. Today we've got a special guest here for 20 anonymous uncensored questions with Daniel Friedman. You can probably guess who is here.
Yeah,
the special guest.
It's me, Daniel Friedman. I'm here to answer 20 questions that have not been screened, and now I'm a little bit concerned to hear.
Well, you can be as concerned as you want. You're still going to get asked these questions.
All right.
These are just from the community, you know?
Okay.
They're community sourced, beautiful questions, letting the ACLC students speak their mind.
Learners.
Yeah. Students. Call them students.
Learners.
You know what? We can agree to disagree.
I mean, we can agree to disagree, but like if you look at your the charter and everything, they say learners.
You know what? You win. They're learners.
Okay.
Okay. First question. I'm not sure I remember who did this, but this one might be from Novak, so it's fun. I think it's a little toned down though from what you'd come to expect. Do it fart.
Do what?
Do it.
Do it what?
Do it fart.
Farquad?
Do it fart.
Do it what?
Do it fart.
I don't know. Do it fart.
I assume this is a yes or no question. I don't understand the intent here, but yeah.
Do it fart. I would assume if it's alive, then yes, or if it has well, yes, if it has a normal digestive system, yes, it does fart. If it has a digestive system, it farts. Actually, literally everything alive farts.
That's extraordinarily useful information. Thank you. Question 2.
Yeah.
Why do you make code hard?
Why do I make code? I mean, I don't necessarily make code hard. It's I
think maybe it has something to do with the fact that maybe you explain code poorly. Maybe you're making it harder for students.
Maybe, sometimes.
I have no experience with it.
Maybe coding is hard, and sort of in terms of you need to use your brain, and it's logical processing, and it's sort of thinking in ways that most people don't necessarily think. And it's the really sort of, you have to do a bunch of basic, you have to take basic blocks to sort of get to the final part of how to sort of do a lot of the programming things. And you can't really sort of be oh yeah, you type in this magic to do that. And so you have that one solution, but if you don't understand all of the different layers below it, you don't actually understand how to code.
So what you're saying is you don't personally make code hard.
I don't personally make code hard. Code can just be hard because a lot of times people aren't used to that form of logical thinking.
Okay, I'll have to get back to you with the person's response because they're probably not going to like that.
Yeah.
We've got, will you marry me with no question mark? It's a statement.
It's a statement. No, I'm not a fan of child brides.
Question 4. Do you believe in the legitimate or illegitimate stage of Israel? No question mark.
What?
This is the question.
In the illegitimate stage of what? I mean, do I believe in Israel? Yes. It's a place.
Do you believe in the illegitimate stage?
Illegitimism.
Do you believe in that?
Do I believe? I don't even know what that word. There's words that it's close to. I don't know what the stage would be.
There's no way to answer this question because this is incomprehensible.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
I remember now. This wasn't Novak. And also, yeah, okay. Hottest coworker you have. Anonymous questions.
There is no answer. There's no answer.
I'd like you to turn around.
Oh yeah, no, Flavio, you're right, 100%.
Thank you very much. Well, I guess the person who asked these questions these 2 questions here expected you to not respond.
Okay.
The next question is, why do you often choose to ignore questions asked by students?
Oftentimes because they ruin the pace of what's going on. Because
what does that mean?
Well, so say someone's I'm waiting for an answer of a question, and then someone's oh hey, I want to ask this particular question. And it's and oftentimes it's a question that I already know we're going to get to, and so I'm hold that thought, and then sometimes I forget. But then also sometimes
you think hold that thought, but instead of actually saying it, you end up holding your own thought.
Yeah.
That's an unfortunate situation.
It's like
to be
do
in.
it fart. Do it thought?
And the answer is no. All right. Why are you teaching comp science?
Why am I
Computer
teaching computer
science.
science? Because it's very important for people to use. It's like an important skill, and sort of pretty much everything in the future, you're going to have some form of programming or...
That's why.
That is why, and generally I enjoy computer science.
No ulterior motives? Nothing?
What would be the ulterior motive?
I don't know. Just a question.
I enjoy computer science.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Why do you think your students haven't dropped your class? I think these were both asked by the same person. It was not him. I can confirm that much.
Why do I assume because they enjoy the topic.
I've heard otherwise. I will not elaborate. Why are you still at ACLC? Parentheses. You've been here too long.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can just go. I could just leave then.
You value this person's opinion over your job.
Yeah.
You don't even know who they are. They're just a random person.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, so you really don't like your job that much, do you?
No, I'm fine with my job.
Well, that's really the most you can ask out of a job, at least at ACLC. Are you Mountain Mike?
Yes.
You are?
Yep.
You're the guy.
Yep.
You make pizza?
No.
No more elaboration.
No more.
I don't know what this means. How far are your toes?
About 6 feet from my head.
It didn't say from your head.
No, I just said how far.
are they?
I'm just giving them a point of reference.
Fair enough, I guess. None was asked for, but you're going above and beyond here. Favorite hobby?
I don't think I have any.
What? At all? No hobbies?
No hobbies.
Like entirely none.
Entirely none. I just
You just go home.
Yeah, I go home, open a closet door, walk in, stand there for like 8 hours. No, I'm kidding.
Anything fun?
Anything fun? I mean, I guess like what would be my favorite hobby?
So you've got multiple.
Yeah. What would be my favorite hobby? I don't know what my favorite hobby would be. Probably listening to audiobooks.
That's fun. Oh. That's like solid. This is like the most wholesome question we got on here. And it was not even asked by anyone I know. It's just like a random dude. All right. Toenail length. This is the same guy who asked how far your toes are.
Short.
I think he'd like a amount.
It depends on the toe. But short.
You don't like have them uniformed?
You have all. Are you telling me that like when you're standing somewhere, like all of your like your foot forms a perfect rectangle?
Well, if that were the case, think about it. You would have different lengths of toenails, because for them to all meet at one point, since
but each
they
toenail
curve, like,
is the same, is the different size.
Each toenail would have to be a different size.
Each toenail is a different size.
But length, you don't cut them all a uniform length.
Okay, look, see, having a toe, like your big toe an inch long and having your like little toe an inch long, like that's an entirely different situation.
But this is toenail.
Yeah, the nail length. Like,
do yours like curve around your toe? Like, I don't. I feel we need a visual explanation here. Because what you're describing doesn't seem to make any sense.
No, because your big toe, the toenail, like the base of it, where it's like over the cuticle and sort of like not growing long, like
So,
where the point where it's covering skin.
The whole part where it's covering skin as part of the toenail length. See, I think that's where our lapse in like understanding is. I was thinking this guy was asking
like the white part,
the amount like off of your toe.
Oh, okay. Well, then
you can't really cut the part over your skin.
That's what I was saying.
It's a vague question. I think the person could have been a little more specific, but yeah. So you said about a centimeter?
No, millimeter.
Millimeter. Okay. Solid, solid. Did you pull in middle/high school? Did you pull, like, I assume rope? Did you pull?
No comment.
No comment? He did. That's what it means. Do you get paid fair wages for working at the school? Please read out your yearly income.
I'd probably, about 73,000, I think. This is all sort of public access type stuff, so you can actually view.
Really not bad. That's solid.
Like based on the number of year, like because the way the pay scale works, based on the collective bargaining, is you sort of look at there's like the number of years you've been teaching, and then sort of the amount of education you have, and so you can actually look up all of that, and generally. And so with it, it's actually generally a good thing to do is to actually discuss wages at your job and various other places.
Like with hopes of getting better wages?
Well, no, just in terms of the transparency, it's good. There's no like shameful pay in real life. I know a lot of people sort of feel like money's this like dark topic, but in terms of ensuring equity among classes and sort of all of that, like it's important to discuss your wage.
People have to know.
Well, yeah, no, people have to know, and like your coworkers have to know, and so so that way you can sort of share it. And so if you're doing the same responsibilities but being paid a different wage, then there's like a systematic like injustice in that situation.
I actually completely agree with you in this subject. And that was question 20. Thank you for coming on to the podcast very much. I'm shaking his hand. You can hear that maybe if you've got very nice headphones. Thanks for tuning in. Goodbye.